2025 bull buck this last year here. Called him Beamer. Had some decent history with him. First kind of on the radar in 2023. Popped up, knew he was going to be a good one, knew he needed at least another year. And actually saw him last year, 24. Had him 15 yards, mock scrape, redneck, quartering away. Couldn't draw it up any better. But I actually had wounded a deer. Those of you who know, Ray hit him in 23. Wounded him, never found him. Dog, drone, whole nine. Put on countless miles trying to find his sheds. Never found him. He showed back up 24. So I was after that deer hard. That's the only deer I was going to kill. Wasn't going to kill anything else. So this guy, luckily for him, got a free pass in 24 because I was after Ray. But I mean, it worked out. Obviously, I saw him in 25. Got bigger. Figured he was probably 145-ish in 24 when I passed him, and ended up going 157 and change this year. So worked out good. He got bigger. Got his true potential. Yeah, he's actually kind of a quick hunt. A couple weeks in at this point hunting, but I killed him October 29th, the day before my birthday, so that's kind of cool. But he came in the morning, had a fawn come in kind of at, I don't know, half hour after first light, give or take, and he wasn't 15 minutes behind her, and came in, kind of snuck in from behind me, as I'm sitting in the stand here, kind of quartering away from me a little bit, and came in. I barely had time to stand up, grab the bow, and boom, I knew what deer it was. I knew he was big, so boom, got him, drilled him. I mean, a little quartering away, a little low maybe, but drilled him right in the heart. I figured there, watched him mule kick, heard the pop, and he ran 15 yards, 20 yards, stopped, and I'm, scrambling, trying to get another arrow, see if I get another arrow in him. And worst case scenario, you're thinking right away, because, well, why isn't he dead? Why is he stopping here? And I could see the blood starting to drip. I'm like, all right, he's hit good, but couldn't get an arrow in him at this point. He's just a little too far away and through some shit. But he goes up the hill, works down a little bit, give it a few minutes, and he beds down, kind of stretches out there. I'm like, all right, he's got to be dead. He's stretched out and hit hard. And so I text my dad, and say, yeah, Big Ten's dead. Like, he's toast. And no more than send that text message. And he gets back up and works down the hill a little bit farther and beds down again after a few minutes. And I'm thinking, all right, he's actually dead this time. And watching for a while, I'm trying not to move, be quiet. I don't want to spook him. I got eyes on him right now, which is nice. You can see what he's doing. And there for a few minutes, and he finally gets back up, and then he does the classic death roll and tumble down the hill and ends up dying kind of next to a log, old dead log, and worked out pretty good for pictures, kind of cool spot. But yeah, he made me sweat for a while there. And Dad was actually hunting that day, so I texted him and told him that Big Ten's actually dead this time. And he bailed out, and my uncle actually came for recovery and got down there, able to get side by side pretty close. Had to drag him up the hill. It's kind of a nasty drag, but had a couple bush lights down there, celebrate, and got some good pictures of him. Got him out of there. And yeah, he's hard to beat, this deer, especially for around here. This is about as good as they get. 157 and change he went. So my biggest, especially with the bow. I said that everybody that bow hunts knows how rewarding it is. So had some bad luck in 23 with Ray, and able to finally get back on the board here and a little redemption. So got my 2018 bull buck, actually my first bull buck. Didn't really get into bow hunting too hard. Did it since I was little, but had a few other priorities going through the high school days and shortly thereafter, so didn't really get into it too hard till probably 15, 16, and took a couple years. But caught up to this guy, actually on our lease land. Solid 8-pointer, narrow, kind of high and tight. One of the guys, got good mass, but I mean, now looking back on it, I wish he'd have seen another year. But back then, just my first, my biggest at the time, so I'm going to shoot it all day long. I'd do it again. But yeah, it's actually a pretty crazy year. Just getting back into bow hunting, so the prep and shooting and all that wasn't there. So I actually didn't touch my bow all year. I think it was October 16th, I believe, but got my bow out of the case, shot a couple times, 20, 30 yards, just to make sure I was dialed in, and went out first sit, and that was maybe 45 minutes, came in from behind me, quartering away 15 yards, and plucked it through him kind of back to the ribs, and all the way through, came out through the heart and the bottom, and he went 45 yards, watched him pile up. So yeah, Dad came over, drove the 6-wheeler right down to it, and a couple bush lights, loaded him up, got him out of there, and now he's on the wall. 2020 gun buck here, nice 8-pointer, So to step up from the 2018 bull buck, so slowly climbing the ladder to bigger and bigger. But yeah, he's actually broke off here when I shot him. I had pictures of him probably 2 weeks before I ended up shooting him, and other than that, I had no trail camera pictures of him. I didn't know what deer he was. He showed up. I'm like, well, he's solid, but one of those, you couldn't really tell on camera what he was, how big he was, I should say. And he came in, it's middle of the 9-day. I snuck out of work at 3 and able to get changed and sneak up in the stand. Actually sat my brother's box blind, so overlooking a food plot. And he came in that last light, and I knew which deer it was, and almost a little on the fence, but I knew he was solid. I couldn't tell that his brow was broke off at the time, but I shot him probably 75 yards into the food plot there and kind of threw some brush where he came through. But yeah, I smoked him, saw him mule kick, I'm like, he's done, he's toast. And I thought I heard him crash, but I bailed out and came down, and my dad and his buddy Danny were down, and they came up and waited probably a couple hours and went up there and tracking. It was kind of one of those tracks, went 20, 30 yards, like, all right, wasn't really much blood. And then 40 yards, 50 yards, like, all right, you start questioning it. And then he started opening up, pouring blood, and came up on him. But yeah, he's a solid deer. He's actually got a unicorn point here, separate. Clip some pictures in there of that. But yeah, then I had him back of the truck at the house, and my uncle drove by, and he came in. He's like, you know what deer that is? I'm like, well, I don't have any history with it, whatever. And he actually had all sorts of history with it, and he figured it was 8.5 years old because he had trail cameras pictures back, that many years. And I got all the sheds here he found, him and the neighbor found, got trail camera pictures of him. So I sent the teeth in just out of curiosity to see how old he was, and 6.5 years old is what he ended up being. How accurate that is, I'm not sure, but either way, old deer. He said the year before he was probably a little bit bigger. He went 130 with the fixed brow, 125 and change without it. But so he's probably pushing 140 the year before, but just, one of those. He's an 8-pointer. Not every deer is going to be a booner, and he peaked out about that 140, and that's all he ever was going to do. So worked out good as my biggest, and one of those that wasn't going to do anything else the next year. So he's good one to get out of there. So got the 2021 gun buck here. Pretty cool deer. My biggest at the time till this last year, but sitting on the lease land again, and went out. Dad was hunting clear cut 300 yards over from me. I'm sitting there. We sat till I think it's 11 o'clock, 11:30, something like that. He texted, he ain't seen shit, I ain't seen shit. And he's like, I'm gonna walk out the trail, clear cut to you, and just be ready in case something kicks out. And then this guy came peeling out behind 3 doe and 75 yards, hit him a couple times with 300 Win Mag, and he went down. And yeah, got him recovered. A couple bush lights again, got him out of there, and yeah, pretty easy one. I mean, opening day, sat for 4 hours, give or take, and sealed the deal and got him out of the woods. He died right next to the trail, able to get the side-by-side right to him and throw him in. I actually drove the truck up there, I should say, and got him right out of there, and pretty easy.